Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video on my YouTube channel, which I just recently made a decision to create this YouTube channel to help and actually share my knowledge with everyone who is interested in the content that I will create going forward. So I would like to introduce myself, since this is going to be the first YouTube video that I'm creating today, and then I would like to share the one of the biggest success that I had in the last 2 months, and how I started, investing in myself and started actually seeing the fruits in a very short period of time, while the stock market is really obviously active right now and everyone's into it. Almost like whoever wants to make an investment, they probably think about stock market twice because of all of the the growth potentials that has been happening in the stock markets, and lots of topics to cover going forward. That's why I just couldn't stop myself thinking about all that stuff every single day, talking to my friends. And sometimes there are friends that you just can't talk about these type of topics, but sometimes there are. But I figured that this is all of these stuff that I'm learning every single day, that I've been learning a little over a year now, and just the great things, and really shaped my life into a completely different and a lot more positive direction than ever before. So I just figured that this is a great content to share with other people too. And this is having a YouTube channel and recording these videos whenever I can is a great way of sharing my knowledge and journey with everyone, and that can potentially turn into something beautiful for folks like us, who is determined to actually do and want to learn and do stock market investment in general, but not only stock market, trying to expand their knowledge in finance and financial things. So that's what's said. Let's get into work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you today that how I turned $40,000 into $60,000 in 2 months, and since almost the beginning of October in 2020, and explain you and share with you a little bit about the beginning of my investment journey, and how you can take advantage of my YouTube channel, by following and subscribing to this channel, and who am I and why I started this and how I did that, all these kind of things in last year and two, and then why you should do that too if you're interested in learning and interested in continuous learning and educating yourself, which I think it's, as you probably heard that from everyone else, is the most critical thing. If you focus on that alone, everything just comes after that very easily. So I hope you like this channel. I'll try my best for everyone to get the best out of this channel, and to create the videos that are popular, and covering the content that will benefit you and all of us, and asking your feedback in each and every time to actually build that process up, and try to kind of utilize my free time outside of my full-time work, and share that knowledge to fulfill my dreams as well. So, which is simply the sharing part of that with you guys. So if you have, again, I hope you like my video, and if you do and enjoy this video, please and learn something different today to improve your investment skills and make good decisions for your future, and just click the like button, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And as soon as you subscribe to the channel, you're going to see a ring icon, and just click that icon and you'll get a notification from my video, which is very critical, because not necessarily that I want to increase my subscribers. Of course I want to, because I want to reach out to you guys each and every time when I create a new video. So you look at the title, you look at the notification, just like you do look at your Facebook and Instagram notifications, and all this sort of kind of notifications that you receive to your phone every single day, which some of them would probably guide you in a very positive things, but if some of them won't. But it is how it works, just from a reminding perspective. And if you do that, the YouTube will automatically remind you that we have this new video, and then you'll look into the title if you like it, if it really makes you excited, and then you'll just click and watch the video. Why I say this, it's very critical. Again, it's not really the increasing the subscriber, but it is if you're interested in your financial future and financial freedom and education and continuous learning. This is simply the best way to find channels like mine and all the other kind of channels that are existing YouTube, which I really encourage you to do that as a rule of thumb, because I've done that exact same thing and I saw a huge benefit of doing this. And I am currently subscribed to probably a little over 10 different YouTube channels that I just literally pick and researched, and I've just done exact same thing. And each and every time I receive those notifications on my phone, and I just look at them, I look at the title, and I'm like seeing all these kind of things. Let's say, 3 best stocks to buy, or what is Roth IRA, what is SPAC companies, what is SPAC, special acquisition companies and all that stuff, special purpose acquisition companies, and all kind of different things that you can get every single day, which some of them you will be familiar, some of them not, and you will learn new things, you will get different perspectives and all kind of things. In the last 6 months, I think that was one of the most critical thing that I've done in order to achieve almost 50 to 60% growth in my portfolio, which I just recently started investing in stock market heavily. So it's really, really important because it drives you to a point where you can feel more comfortable as you watch these videos, as you learn more things, as you hear different approaches about similar things from so many different, YouTube guys. So when you can do this from a time standpoint, which I used to say in my early days that, I don't have any time, how am I going to do that? I'm going to watch all these kind of videos, which I don't watch all of it because it just started becoming a little bit more usual, like exactly what are you going to get out of this video even before you watch it. But doing this at least a week or two or a month will really allow you to understand and have that, knowledge base. But it brought me to a point that, I felt a lot more comfortable, and then I'm doing this actually, and I realized that I've actually a lot more time than I thought. Like I'm driving, let's say, my kids to the school early in the morning, and I have like 20-30 minutes on the way, and I'm like turning it on and just putting my earbuds and I'm listening to that video. And same thing when I pick them up, or we're going somewhere as a family, trip, or just a quick, outside walk, and I just put my earbuds and I'll listen to it, and then here you go. I probably do this, and this entire thing covers 80 to 90% of my YouTube watching and learning. So it's really, real critical. I really encourage you to do that if you can. And so that's the first part. So let's get right into it. So there are literally a couple of things that you can take advantage of my YouTube channel, but the most important thing is that, as I said, continuous learning. I put a lot of effort into this, and I will. And as I do that, you will get the notifications, and as I create those videos, and you'll just look into it and you'll see how I do grow. I'm just, like a regular person like you are right now watching this and trying to figure out how this can be turned into an action. And I've already done this, but there are so many other things that I need to do, I can learn. It's just literally limitless. So for that reason, I can tell you that that's the most important, the part of this process. So just simply having people like me and recording those videos and share their knowledge with you. So you'll just listen, learn, and do based on how you feel comfortable. And I encourage you to do this, not only subscribe to my channel, but subscribe to other YouTube channels, which I will also share with you in the future, that is going to benefit you a lot. So I live in the United States, and I, again, have a full-time job. The reason why I started doing this is because simply that, I start building the cash sitting somewhere that, it came to a point that I literally need some venue in order to utilize money. Then I found very shortly that, this place should be the stock market, that I can have full control as I build the knowledge and improve my skills in terms of how to pick individual stocks, and how to make due diligence, how to create thesis, and learn more about the company and build some confidence in terms of the growth potential of that company and how their stocks prices can grow as the company grows in a long term, sometimes short term, but mainly long term mindset. So, and this is simply it, educating yourself and putting a lot of efforts into it, and keep doing it. Literally consistency, which you probably heard so many times. And why you should do that too. So it's very simple, right? Learning is a very beautiful thing, and as you learn, you grow, and as you grow, you have ability to skill set to actually turn something into a money, which is a fundamental part of this life, and which puts you in a situation that you're one of those rare people that has access to that education. It's just right here. So that's the mindset. I think if you do anything, you should just do this for that purpose, and everything, the results and everything will come as you start taking actions, as you, again, along the way, feel more comfortable, which you will. But that's the first thing. Start educating yourself, watch these videos and so many other videos about like how people learn and how people make, decisions in that field, which is not, super hard. It's just the time, putting time into an effort and seeing the results by yourself. So so let's get right into it. The real purpose of this video is, again, to introduce myself and then explain you how I've actually turned $40,000 into $60,000 in 2 months, and I just came to a point that I made a decision to create this YouTube channel because so many content potential that I can share with you as I learn, and it seems like this is going to be a very long journey that I'll probably share like tons of other videos, and will create and share my knowledge with you. So I was sitting onto a little over $40,000 like a couple of months ago, and then I've started working with a financial advisor 2 years ago. That financial advisor offered me to have a universal life insurance, which is something that has which we'll talk about later, but has a protection against market crashes and things like that. So, which is a great way to start, was a great way to start for myself, that I can, have a life insurance, plus on top of that, my money that I'm putting into this every month is going directly being invested in the stock market, 500 index funds, and then it'll go over time, that I don't really have to spend a lot of time to manage this. It's just kind of, someone else is managing for myself. But other than that, as I start building a little more cash, and I start thinking about like how I can educate myself and all these kind of things, and like not really longer than a year ago, I figured that I need to learn more about the stock market, and then educate myself in order to be able to pick those stocks by myself, instead of hearing random news on the media, and then like, oh, okay, Shopify went 50% off, or this and that, and just like trying to go with the mass and lose money, which I've had lost a couple of grand, between $5,000-$10,000 in the last few years, very quickly. It was a quick loss. Most of them was a quick loss, and Bitcoin, or cryptocurrencies was one of them a few years ago, which is a hot topic right now. But I was very late actually, and wasn't really educated at all, so I lost money on that too. But a little over 3 months ago, and I started actually finding the guys that are more successful, like literally successful and understand the investment part of it and understand the due diligence and research, company research, and balance sheet, and how to find the and high growth potential companies. So as I started doing it, it took a couple of months, and then I had to, in order to be able to understand how other people are doing it, I had to pay some money to a specific private accounts that I can learn and meet with the like-minded people, and also learn from their stock moves, and learn from their due diligence reports and things like that, and how to actually do it by myself. So as I felt more comfortable, and I had close to 5 to 8 different companies that I can invest in, and soon after I start feeling really, really comfortable, around like October, I started pouring my cash in about like 3 weeks to 4 weeks into those, which was up to $40,000, into those 5 to 8 different stocks. And I've done that, and then since then, as of now, today, that $40,000 went up to, in a couple of months, to $60,000 in value. But again, it's those investments are long-term investments, which some of them are, very known companies like Tesla, or some of them are smaller companies, and some of them are like very the companies that have huge growth potential, like Beyond Meat, but right now they're just like a little bit in stagnant mode, but promising huge growth in the future, and all kinds of things. So this is how I've done it. I needed to feel comfortable first, and needed to know and understand when people talk like me. I needed to learn how to understand, how to be able to trust to those people on YouTube or other places, and how to be able to find those companies that can potentially grow in the near future. So the overall goal for me was, I could easily put my money into ETFs, or into those funds that can grow between 7% up to 10-12% every year. So I would literally not need to do anything, but I felt that educating myself into that and understanding it, which would allow me to make better decisions, instead of just going with the easy one, which in some instances, also having an easy version of investment is also beneficial too, which we'll come to that point. This is a part of the process. So, but eventually those companies that I am individually picking and investing my money in, promising higher results. So for that reason, that is the main purpose, right? And because this is the output of me spending my time and learning, and also as an output, I would like to get a lot more return. So for that reason, in 2 months, 3 months, I now have 50 to 60% of growth in my portfolio, and I love it, which may not be the situation in the next 5-10 years, every year, right? Or every 2-3 months. I'm not gonna, no one can guarantee that I'm gonna get 50 to 60% return, which was not my focus to get specifically 50-60% return. I just was focusing on finding those companies that can potentially grow, and I feel comfortable on these companies that those companies will grow 5 to 10x, or sometimes 2 to 3x in next 5 to 10 years. Those are the companies that I was trying to look into and find, and by researching and also following other people that have a good structure of pinpointing those companies. So this is how it has been. I kind of felt in the beginning that, hey, I'm doing something wrong. I should just step back and reconsider it, and find the right approach. And the education was the first thing that came to mind. And literally in today's world, it's super simple, but all you got to do is just watch as many as you can on YouTube and other places, read, learn, As you go through this process, you will see the results, and then you'll feel more comfortable, and you'll just do whatever is necessary to do. So other than that, I would just like to, that's simply the journey of a short, explanation of how I've achieved this. But before we wrap it up in this video, I just want to tell you guys, every single day there are new topics, on the media, so many different things, like stimulus checks just got approved, and so many different things are happening in the investment world, specifically, the IPOs and those special purpose acquisition companies and things like that, the new way of investing, which I believe is an amazing thing for specifically unaccredited visitors, investors like us, that has no capital, or we can't really go and invest in any company pre-IPO. If you can't, then those new spec deals are really good and have a tremendous amount of potential. And also there are some ETFs that are really focusing on innovative companies, and promising big, huge returns for anyone who wants to invest in stock market. So we will cover these, and as we go and along the way learn new stuff every single day. I will try to create those videos when I have a time, and then simply help you guys and expand your knowledge as I do mine.